because the base of the movie was when Batman appeared, crime got worse. So he's trying to help the city, but he doesn't know if he's actually helping the city. So he's kind of like going through it mentally.
Just out here putting that bird in the sky at the city. You doing all this. You doing all this, and it's worse, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It just made me realize that we're older because you old when you put on a movie and you wake up and the movie's still on. Like, that's a long
That's what
movie,
happens
bro.
in a 3-hour movie, bro. That's like the Titanic.
Never seen it.
You ain't never seen the Titanic?
Just because it's 3 hours?
No, I think because it wasn't like black people in the movie.
I can see that. I can see that. Well, in summary, there was a boat. The boat. In summation, there was a boat. It hit an iceberg. Selfish girl let her man die as she laid on an iceberg.
Worked for me. Let's start the podcast. Welcome back to the Soundboard Podcast, episode 40. This is Coop, joined by
Your boy Dante.
None other than your boy JJ.
If I rule the world. I love him, baby.
Yes. And we want to thank y'all for listening to us every Wednesday morning. Spend your Wednesday off right with the Soundboard Podcast.
Bro,
How else would you want to start your Wednesday?
That's the only way
well,
to do
there's
it.
a couple of ways I would rather start.
Hey.
Never mind.
Hey.
It's coming soon.
In a week.
It's coming soon.
In a week.
If I rule the world, I free all my sons. I free all my sons.
I
I see what you did there.
Nah, bro, but y'all be getting up early, bro. Some of y'all, like, I'll wake up and I'll look at the analytics and I'll be like, how 20, 30 of y'all done listen to the pod and it just dropped at 5 a.m.
People get up, they start their morning off right.
So if this is your first time listening to us, somehow you found us. Probably somebody shared it with you because we are amazing. But this is the Soundboard Podcast. This is where we come every single week and we give you a peek behind the curtain of the conversations that we have, right? Mm-hmm. So like we trying to ask the question, am I tripping? Mm-hmm. Was I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Could be.
And now we are allowing you to be a part of our soundboard just like we hope that we are a part of yours.
Yeah. So what's been going on with y'all guys?
So actually, Mother's Day went, bro, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hold on, that deserves a...
Yeah. Clap it up for them. Clap it up for them. Cause see the woman, the womb man.
Womb man. Oh yeah.
The womb man
Yeah.
is the beginning of really, like, none of us could be here if we did not go through that and coming through that canal. Of enlightenment. So when I came through the womb of the enlightenment.
But the question is, what came first? The chicken or the egg?
Bro, people just be making stuff deep for no reason, bro.
No reason.
But Mother's Day just passed, bro, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Y'all already know your boy be stressed. We actually talked about it.
Did you do it up, bro? Did you do it right?
So you know what? Because we're planning for the wedding, bro, we wanted to do something real small. So you know, I gave my baby the long stem flowers. You know, that's a must.
Classic.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Olivia also loves words, bro. She doesn't understand.
She must love you.
Got to.
Oh wow. Okay.
Full of them.
That boy Wordsmith.
I got some words for y'all. But she loves like cards and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so,
yeah.
of course I got the card. I wrote my little message to her.
Do you get the card that's already has the words in there, or you write your own words?
Well, you know, most cards already got it in there, so I do that. But then you got to get the cards where, like, on the inside cover it's blank. You know what I'm saying, on the left side,
Not
so
me.
you can write your own message.
I'll pay for the words.
I ain't giving no more words. Coop just signed it. What they said. So yeah, bro. So I got her the card. I got her the flowers, and for me, the gift was I was like, all right, babe, we've been wanting to go see Doctor Strange. Let me take you to our favorite thing. Olivia and I's thing is Studio Movie Grill.
Y'all got membership?
Olivia does, yeah.
Oh yes.
We like to eat and we like to just go watch a movie. And so Mother's Day fell on Sunday, of course.
Yeah.
We went to church, gave her the flowers, gave her the card, and I was like, you know what, babe? Let's go see Doctor Strange. So we were like, Jaden, you want to come with us? She was like, nope, I'm good. Typical teenager.
Yeah.
So she stayed at the crib and we went to go see the movie, bro. And
How was it, bro? Because I've heard mixed reviews.
So you know what? It was a lot. I will say, bro. Olivia and I are both Marvel heads, and we are definitely in a new era of Marvel.
It was after the what's the big one? War, whatever war is called.
Not Civil
Justin,
War.
help us. Well, Endgame.
Endgame.
After Endgame.
Gosh dang,
That's why
Justin
Justin said. That's why Justin said.
he Justin literally see us struggling, and instead of him throwing
You know what he did?
the thing to save us, he just let us
He
drown.
cut his eyes and judged us.
Like,
You said you're a Marvel head. You don't know Endgame.
right? No, yeah, that was you. I just couldn't think. My mind don't move that
No,
fast.
you said you was a Marvel head.
I am a Marvel head.
You don't know Endgame?
Yes, I just couldn't remember the name.
Anyway, after Endgame, it was such a big buildup. It's hard for me to rebuild up for the next whatever thing they're making.
So, bro, you know what? Marvel is in this new thing where it's all about like
Multiverse.
gods
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
It's a lot going on.
Well, you know that's what superheroes are based on.
yeah, but you know, like, bro, when you think about like Iron Man, it's always like the dun 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 dun, like those type of superheroes.
Yeah, yeah.
You want Superman.
Now, first of all, that's DC.
Yeah, he's not a Marvel head. He's not with us.
I thought that's what the dun was.
No, I mean like Captain America and you know all that. But now they're in this whole like dark phase. Like, bro, they actually were killing people on screen in Doctor Strange. Marvel used to do that.
It's not kid friendly then.
I would say these new ones, be very cautious of taking your kids to see them because
Really?
it definitely is more dark.
Really?
Bro, Marvel, you ain't never seen Captain America and them off somebody on the screen. Like, it would always happen off the screen.
Like, did you see a body?
They insinuate.
They insinuated. They actually show people like offing them in Doctor Strange.
Because they don't even show blood in Marvel movies, do they?
I don't.
No, not
don't
really.
know.
Bro, now they snapping necks. They like it's low key. You know how DC is kind of dark.
It's like Mortal Kombat.
I like DC for that.
So DC's kind of dark. Marvel is kind of going
Getting that
towards
way.
that. And so basically, we took Olivia to see the movie. I ain't gonna lie, fell asleep
How many times
twice.
did you eat?
Fell asleep
Did you
twice.
finish your food?
Heck yeah. That's what I'm here.
That's the most important.
That's what I'm here
So
for.
you have to order your food after the movie starts. So after you eat, you done.
Bro,
puts you in a coma.
I mean over here. I woke myself up from snoring.
Yeah.
And
I've never fallen asleep in a movie theater.
bro, them
You're still young.
It's some about them dirty seats that just be comfortable. I'm joking.
There's a joke there. I'm not.
Well, I refrain.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Still your movie, you're classy. But yeah, so we went to go do that. We really enjoyed ourselves, and it was a great time. Happy Mother's Day.
That's what's up, man. You know, I did a little something for Mother's Day.
What you do?
Kept it low key. We went to Dave and Buster's, bro.
Oh, y'all out here having fun.
Yeah, I did. I took y'all's advice.
What you do?
Spend time with her.
Yeah,
Quality
that's what they
time.
want.
I didn't
Quality
give her no
time.
gift.
Coop said, "You got to pick, baby. It's the gift or QT."
How did that go over?
It was great, bro. We had a great time. They have stepped up their food.
At Dave and Buster's.
Man, I
haven't
don't
been
know
there
What
in a
you
while.
order?
I got a salmon burger.
Ooh,
When they start putting fish on burgers?
Hey, bro, that's fire.
I think that's a good thing.
Fire. And then Kiana got short rib, something, Korean short ribs or something like that. But it was fire.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
So you know how like when you teenagers you go, did you like try to stand behind and help us shoot the bass?
I tried to be a little cute. But, bro, they removed my favorite game.
What was
The 10-foot basketball shooting game.
What you mean they removed it? It's
It's
gone?
it's not there anymore.
So
That's what removed means.
JJ.
And we can break it down.
I can't even say it. Information.
See, that's why you get the word too big for you.
The lesson is know your limits. But yeah, they only had the little one, so we didn't even bother that.
Oh,
so we
y'all
just
too
took
good for
turns playing games. But going to Dave and Buster's is different when you got money. It's unlimited.
You
like
can play all the
I could have
games?
played that. I could have stayed there for 2 days.
Oh nah. Did y'all use up all the money on the court?
Yeah, we did.
See, I'm that person that is scared of commitment, so I put money on a little bit at a time instead of just putting it on in the beginning, because I'd be like, I don't want to waste no money. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready
But you
to go.
can always use it again.
I ain't going back.
Bro,
How often do you go to Dave & Buster's?
often. Well, I used to before COVID. Me and DZ, we used to go like once a month. And I've had the same card for the last like 6 years. So I have all these points that we never spent. We're just racking them up.
But do you invest in Dave & Buster's stock? See, that's what's wrong with
spending money.
That's what's wrong
Are
with
you
y'all.
getting a return?
All y'all want to do is go out and spend money on J's and Dave & Buster's, but you can buy stock.
Not Dante with the money minute. You know what? That might not, I don't know if I believe in Dave & Buster's as a company anymore. So I probably wouldn't do that.
You just sit here and said that food was good and y'all had a great time.
I had fun, but
He was looking at it as a consumer.
as a consumer, yeah, it was fun. But I
Bro,
don't know.
kids gonna always go. It's the
don't
it's the
know.
perfect middle school date night.
I don't know, bro. When they get into metaverse and just hanging out on there, I don't know. They going to Dave & Buster's.
That's true.
But besides that, we had a nice little night out as a group.
You already know.
Hit up
Already know.
hit up the Mavs game 6.
Game
Courtesy of the
This is Coop.
Man, we came in here last week and we were sitting on the couch and we all were like, I need a beer.
The joys of
bro,
adulthood.
yeah.
Which never happens.
Right.
But all of us had a long week, man. I was like, you know what? We need to have some fun. Because we've been grinding, working hard in our own individual
And to
ways.
celebrate 1 year.
Celebrate 1 year. So we went out, had a great time. I had
Great
fun.
time.
Saw some things we shouldn't have saw.
What we see? What I missed?
That guy peeing in the stands.
Oh my god! First of all, I had an epiphany that I was not in the right space.
Why you say that?
What you mean?
As we looked down to the people sitting courtside,
That's what you should have did.
it made me realize that that's the life I want to live. So Coop ended up getting some tickets,
Some extra tickets.
and they was high up. You know what I'm saying?
It had to be.
Talk about the tickets.
It had to be because otherwise it would have been thousands of.
No,
thousands of
for sure.
Yeah.
It was dope. We were close to God. and I felt like I could taste a little bit of heaven up there. But then turned around. This dude is literally standing up. So he's touching. We're high up, so he's touching the wall.
Yeah.
And he's turned around. His friends are trying
ceiling.
to cover him up.
The ceiling.
His friends are trying to cover him up. He's pissing into a cup instead of just going down and going to the restroom. His friends were laughing.
That's where the real fans are.
That die hard.
No,
Die hard.
that's
I
when
can't miss the game.
that's when I realized I need to do something extra. I looked at JJ and said, JJ, I want a different life. But it was
The Mavs put out that W though.
They pulled out that
And
dub.
we going to the next round, baby.
So didn't you tell me? Yeah, hold on. Didn't you tell me that nobody ever has won on the road? I mean, not at home for Game 7?
No. We hadn't that series. Nobody had one on the road.
On the road.
Yeah.
So we were going into it like, I don't know if they gonna do this.
But what else did I tell you?
Smacked them.
What else did I tell you about Devin Booker?
Oh, he said, you know what Cooper's like? Devin Booker ain't gonna get to 30.
20.
20. He did not get to 20. He stayed at
You
18.
know what I mean? And they had 11 the next game.
You know what they said?
Cooper Damas.
They said they called Luka. They said lay it better, Luka. That boy from the cliff now.
Oh yeah. He had the South Side.
But they said because he pissed off Devin Booker, that's why he ended up. That's why they ended up losing.
Yeah.
So the Mavs are in and out. We going against,
Golden
of course,
State.
Golden State.
We gonna win.
That's gonna be a good series.
You
I think it's
sound
gonna be-
down.
I think it's
What
gonna-
you
no, I think it's gonna
Why
be
you got
good.
this shirt on? You got this yellow shirt. You got a blue shirt on. No.
Look at camera.
It's for the Mavs.
And Mama Joseph, I know you listen too. We want smoke.
So bro, you know what's so funny? Do y'all remember where y'all were in 2011 when we won?
Yes, I was at.
Did y'all go to any of
I was
the
at a watch
celebrations
party.
when the Mavs won?
No, I wasn't really into that. Like, I don't like big crowds.
Bro.
But I'll go this year. If when we win
Bro,
this year,
when
I'm
we
going.
win,
I'm
I
going.
actually was telling Olivia, I was like, bro, I'm going to the parade.
Yeah, I'm going.
Y'all might as well count me out.
I'm
when
going.
we win,
And I'm gonna be strapped.
Okay, hold on.
Just in case.
Hold
World
on.
been going crazy.
You know what?
It
People have,
don't seem like it was that long ago.
but
Like
2011, bro,
2011?
that was 12 years ago.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like.
I mean, 11 years ago.
I was a LeBron fan at that time, so I was.
I don't remember going to like the parade. I was at work.
Yeah, I didn't go
But I'm excited to go this year when the Mavs get that dub.
for sure.
JJ, what you been on?
This weekend, man, I took a trip to Houston.
Oh,
I had to hurry up and get it out.
Oh, no, yeah, because anytime Coop think trip, he
trip,
think
yeah.
vacation in Pound Town. We went to
I am the
H-Town.
sheriff. But go ahead. How was Houston?
The juror, the executioner. What is it? You're disgusting.
Yeah, man. So it is graduation season.
Oh,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
everybody trying to achieve stuff. I'm exhausted.
It happens every year, right?
Every year.
Sometimes twice a year. But I went to I went to Houston this weekend. I did a little turnaround trip, so it was like a day trip. Would have loved to make a weekend out of it, but boys got responsibilities.
A lot.
So I went down there with my fiance. So me and Geraldine, we left early.
Hey, fiance.
We left early Saturday morning. Drove down there for the graduation. Started at 8:30, bro. First of all, I didn't know graduation
Early.
started that early.
Yeah.
Early.
But we went down there this weekend because one of her former students was graduating.
Oh, like her, like a student.
Yeah, so she's a teacher. So one of the students that she taught in high school that graduated.
Graduated college?
Graduated college.
Oh, that's dope.
So we went down there to show some support, but also one of my frat brothers was graduating as well. So I was able to see both graduations.
Shout out to Yoel.
Shout out to Yoel.
Hold on, let me get him.
Yeah, get that boy up. He graduated from law school, the third good
He like to
Marshall Law
argue.
School.
So I sent him to law school.
The third good Marshall.
Yeah, so took a trip to Houston, man, and went down there. It was they had Kenny Smith doing the
Oh, that's lit.
yeah.
Oh, for real?
That's a
Doing
Houston
the-
legend.
Yeah. But so went down there for the graduation. Originally, I went down there for Geraldine's former student, right?
Right.
But it just so happened that both of them were graduating at the same time, so I was able to celebrate both people. But when I went to congratulate Yoel, boys was surprised that I was down there, right?
It ain't nothing worse than showing up and they like, what you doing here?
Because I didn't get a personal invite, right? So
Right.
they wasn't expecting me to be there,
Right.
So when he seen me, he was surprised. Like him and his LBs were surprised I
JJ's
was
here?
there. Right. And the shock that was on their face shocked me.
JJ was taken aback.
I was
Why y'all
taken
so
aback.
surprised?
Yeah, like,
Why y'all so
why I can't be
surprised?
here to show no love?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I show support.
Yeah, yeah.
I love. I encourage.
Look, they like,
Do he?
But do you know?
Thanksgiving here by accident.
So after we left the graduation, that like sparked a conversation. And Geraldine was asking me about it because she was kind of shocked that they were so surprised.
Yeah.
She looked at JJ and
Who
said,
am I engaged
am
to?
I getting
Right.
married to somebody who is not supportive?
Right.
But that brought a conversation about being supportive.
Right,
So,
right.
because I'm in my head, I'm a supportive person. I'm a supportive friend,
Yeah.
supportive family member,
I'm
whatever it
just
is.
imagining JJ walking up to them like, my boy.
And it was still all love.
Yeah.
It just
Right.
was still like shocked that, I
Right.
was there for that. But it brought up that conversation was like me thinking I'm a supportive friend, but not necessarily being
Right.
as supportive as I think I am.
Uh-huh.
And really thinking about like, what does that look like? And when did that change? Because I would say at one point I was a very supportive friend, but then it shifted. And I guess now, I don't be.
People shocked when you show up.
Yeah, I don't be stepping out like that.
Bro, you know what's so funny about that? I don't know, man. The life works in crazy ways because I had a similar thought this week because it was like graduation. My family, my cousins went down to TSU to celebrate my other cousin who graduated from TSU as well.
Yeah.
And I kind of told y'all, I was like, dang, should I go? We got a lot going on with the wedding. I don't know if I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But it just made me just kind of think to myself and be like, dang, bro, I don't think I'm a good family member.
Why you say that?
Because when I just think about like first of all, my family always gets together. They always celebrating people's birthdays.
Yeah.
They're gonna always have a birthday dinner. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really be showing up like that And it just made me think of like, yo, am I supportive of like my family? And so when JJ just brought that up and just asking about the idea of support, that's what made me think about that.
What do you think is the reason why you don't show up to things like that?
Well, one of the reasons because black people be playing stuff at the last minute, but that's neither here nor
So
there.
you need to plan.
Yeah, so I need time in advance.
That's
but
not unreasonable.
But my family will cancel their plans to go and celebrate
whatever.
Yeah. And for me though, I just be like, oh man, I already had this on the calendar. I can't shift that around.
But you are a supportive person though.
I try to be.
You know, I think in a lot of occasions, maybe so with friends for sure,
right?
But like, what determines whether or not you are choosing something to show up to or not? Or you know what I mean? Like, because if your family's canceling plans, you're not trying to cancel. Either sometimes you are canceling, sometimes you're not canceling those plans.
Right. No, that's real. I think it really just comes down to, I mean, are we gonna keep it a buck or are we gonna keep it 50 cent?
It's up to you. Why are you asking me?
Let's keep it 75 cents. No, okay. I'm just, bro, I'm gonna be honest, man. I really think it comes down to how deep my relationship is.
That dictates it.
It dictates
how
it.
deep is your love?
Yeah, it dictates it for me. And so as much as I want to support everybody, sometimes it's not like that. I would argue that my friends, there are moments for my friends where like I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna move hell and high water to get there. JJ graduated. I sent him a post from 6 years ago where JJ graduated from college. I was dead set on making JJ's graduation
from grad school.
From grad school. I'm sorry, boys got masters.
Hashtag mastered it. I've been in college for 12 years.
Hashtag mastered it. But I decided I moved hell and high water to be there, and it was because of the role that JJ has played in my life. I felt like I needed to go and be a part of that.
Well, you better than me. I'm trash.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but
you know what? I don't go to anything. Like the older I've gotten, the more I've been like, okay, this is significant. I need to be there type thing. But I didn't go to any of JJ's graduation. I didn't go to JJ's graduation when we were roommates. And the graduation was down the street.
Wait,
you didn't go to my graduation?
You didn't go to JJ's undergrad graduation?
I knew I was mad at you for something.
Wait, you didn't go to his graduation for real?
No, I didn't go. I think I was at home watching like.
Wait.
What was more important than my graduation?
I didn't know how important it was. It just didn't register to me.
So JJ,
me graduating wasn't important.
You see JJ come out his room dressed with a black gown on.
I don't know what I was doing.
And you was like, all right, bro, I'm hollering at you.
I don't know. I have no idea where I was at or what I was doing. I don't know. Do you remember that?
I remember you weren't there.
Do you remember that?
Did you really remember that?
Nah.
That's what.
Okay, so now that you know that, do you feel some type of way that he wasn't there?
No, bro, that was like years ago.
Did you feel some type of way at the time?
I don't remember you not being there.
I wasn't even there.
It's a blur.
But that might be because you were part of everything else. Like you were part of like all of the festivities and stuff.
Yeah. I just didn't go. I barely made it to my brother's graduation.
I do remember though certain people that weren't there.
Oh, wait. You do?
Yes.
Oh,
I ain't saying no names, but I do remember.
Look, I want to remember. Look, mount it to me.
I wish I had gunshots.
Look,
I do,
cause I'm messy.
Yeah, I do, especially if it wasn't for a legitimate reason.
Okay, so now
what was
that
the difference?
Right.
What's the difference?
What was the difference between me and them? Just because I was.
He don't expect you to come today.
Maybe that was it. Maybe that
he
I had higher
expects very little of you.
I think it's so with that. I think it's people know me, so it's like I support JJ in a lot of things. For whatever reason, I don't know what it was, but I just was not there for that.
Maybe you had a legitimate reason.
Maybe I did,
because I remember the people that did not show up to the graduation.
But
there were people that didn't make it that had a legitimate reason. Like, I got something else, going on. That's relatively.
So JJ, you graduated in what year?
2012.
You graduated in 2012. You don't even know what year. That man definitely went there.
Bigger than people.
College was a blur.
So you graduated in 2012. You still remember the people that were not there.
Yes.
So now that we're talking about supportive friends, Do you feel like people should feel that same way about you, not supporting them in their big moments?
I do, and that's why I feel like I was so supportive at one point because I expected that from other people.
Right.
So it's like it's reciprocity. Like if I'm gonna show up for you, and that's the thing, bro. I was showing up for everything.
Right.
So I was trying to show up for every
Birthdays,
major
graduations,
event, for everybody, wearing myself out, showing up for everything, and it's not reciprocated.
And they didn't show up for you. So they hurt you. So now you want to hurt them.
People was thinking I graduated in 2013.
I done seen you at a whole bunch of popping for Coops, and I'm just that's Coops annuals.
But yeah, so that also weighs in on some of the decisions I make because I be thinking like if I don't show up, I'm not a supportive friend.
So let's talk about that. If somebody doesn't show up for something, are you more prone to be like, okay, two things. Let's do it. The old you and the new you. If someone did not show up for something, are you more prone to let it pass and give them grace, or you are dead in the friendship? It's dead. You're dead to me.
Let me insert some toxic positivity in this
I
conversation.
hate when Coop does this.
What you got?
I have never been offended by that. Like all the people that are really close to me, for the only thing in my life that people had to be there for me was my wedding. That's the only thing that I was like, oh, if you don't show up to this, then
I actually moved.
I'm glad
moved
I showed up.
I moved hell and high water to get back for Coop's wedding.
But even that,
you move hell and high water for everything?
Yeah, I do. Well, not no more.
but
I'm a bad family member.
won't even move cold water. Low water. Low water.
Look, skip right over it.
But even that, one of my groomsmen didn't show up to my own wedding, but I was disappointed.
Wait, he already had the suit and everything?
He just never showed up to anything. He just agreed to be in the wedding and just never.
And y'all were still friends?
I mean, I don't hold it against him. I always assume.
No answer.
I mean,
it's giving.
Okay. Are we still friends? If we don't talk, because it was just we hadn't talked in a while anyway. It was
That's a whole nother conversation. Like what determines a friend?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we answer my question first, and then we can go to?
It ain't no older than him. It's only one Coop.
Coop said I ain't showing up.
I give people the benefit of the doubt. If they didn't come, they had a reason they didn't come.
Right.
Whether it be something mental, maybe they're just not right. Something like something.
Maybe they're just not right.
I mean, people are going
charge
it to their. Coop said charge it to their head, not to their heart.
People be going through stuff and it's like, you know what? I really want to be there, but for whatever reason I can't go. You know, I don't think people are doing things maliciously.
You think the best of?
I'm not gonna show up because I don't want JJ graduating, bro. No.
Well, Coop, I am the total opposite. The old me, if you didn't show up, bro, there were so many times I didn't want to celebrate my birthday because I already knew if you did not show up for me celebrating my birthday, I am no longer your friend. We are no longer friends.
So you didn't want to celebrate your birthday?
Because I understood the repercussions of people not showing up. And here is why. Because I would run myself ragged for other people, and I started to realize that other people wouldn't do that for me. And so for me, I celebrated my birthday, but let me not make it no big deal, because if I feel like you should have been here and you are not here, we are no longer, you're dead to me.
Do you expect people to move the way you move though?
So I think in that season I did. I foolishly, this is when I was younger, I foolishly believed that what I do for others should do for me.
Everybody should be moving hell.
Should be moving hell and high water. Now, as somebody who's older, I come to what I want to come to, and a part of me still goes out of my way to try to make it to people.
Yeah.
But I'm also will give grace if people don't come for stuff to me. Coop didn't come to my 30th birthday. He did not come to my 30th birthday.
Oh, no,
my dinner. He reached out. Let me tell you something.
Coop started. Is this a pattern?
Right. It's also about the Cash App that you seen. Coop said, "Hey, bro, COVID's a thing. I don't really feel comfortable being out. Treat yourself to a little drunky drink."
I just want to point out that I was
cha-ching.
able to risk it all for your 30th.
Dang,
You did.
About your friendship.
And I'm gonna let you keep buying it. Look, I'm like an Instagram model. Buy me. treat me like you treat me. So I think I have grown. Me being older, I give more people grace.
Yeah.
And just like I would hope people give me grace, because now it's some stuff where I'm like, my cousin asked me about his graduation, and I had to tell him like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, planning this wedding, I'm exhausted. I don't think I'm gonna be able to come, but bro, I'm gonna celebrate you.
And I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, that's like our theme of of this season for us. Capacity. We didn't have capacity.
Capacity and understanding friendship capacity.
Yeah.
So JJ, so you said, what is that for you? So you said there was a shift. Why the shift from how you used to do to now?
Yeah. So speaking to capacity, before the old me was showing up to everything for everybody.
Right.
And I realized like my capacity was always being stretched.
Right.
And like I said, it wasn't really being reciprocated. So I had this expectation, like I show up for everybody else supposed to show up for me.
Right.
Realizing that that's not the case. So
Right.
part of me was like, bro, I'm not about to exhaust myself in this endeavor for the things that, and then it made me take a step back. The things, do I really evaluate these friendships, these relationships? Like, do they really matter at the end of the day? Because if people are not fulfilling the role the same way that you are, it makes you trying to question things.
Right.
So there was a shift to recognize like, hey, in certain areas, I'm putting more effort than I should. So part of that, it was a result of me getting taken advantage of, I would say. And then also another part of that is just spending my time in areas that's not helping me grow.
Right.
It's not helping me move in a particular way.
Right.
But probably the biggest impact was like getting taken advantage of.
Right. And that's that. Not in invites, but in general, that's when I'm triggered a lot of times. Like when I really just like cut people off. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of.
Bro, so I was telling y'all, I don't believe that people have a capacity to have like a lot of deep friendships. And I think you will, if you try, I think it is, I don't think anybody can really do that. I don't think you can be there for everybody, be there for every event, be there for every major life thing. I think you can only do that for a certain small group of people, like capacity wise, without you damaging your mental health, your physical health, just generally your livelihood, right? And so I think that's just a big part of recognizing that. I want to ask you guys, from a now that you know this, your friendships, how are you in regards to your friendships? Like, are you putting people in the category of it's the associates for me? Or like, it's the friendships for me? How do you differentiate between the two?
I have friends that I don't talk to. And that's why it was kind of hard earlier. Like I have friends that I probably haven't talked to in years.
And you say these are your friends.
So how do you still call them friends if you don't talk to them?
That's how we left the relationship.
But is that really your friend if you can't?
If I saw them, we would be instant friends. Like we have a bond that we're still friends. Nothing happened to make us associates. I'm not dealing with them at all, so they're not really associate. But if any of these people walked in this room right now, we would be buddy.
But could you call them if you needed them?
I could, yeah. I'm sure I could.
Until he called and they don't answer.
But you don't know.
But you don't know.
I'm assuming that's how we left the relationship.
What's the tiers then? Like what
We're not best friends. We're not really close friends right now, but we are friends.
Cool.
An associate is somebody that I would not necessarily want to hang out with outside of whatever capacity you're working in.
But you hang out with associates.
Who? No, I don't. What are you talking about?
So I think associate. Maybe we have different ideas of what an associate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is an associate versus a friend?
Well, okay, so
an
what is
associate is somebody like work. Like I'm around this person because of work. I'm around this person because of this. But if it wasn't for this, I would not be around this person.
Okay, so like Key's coworkers are more like associates to you, not necessarily friends.
Yeah, we're friends by association, so there'll be more associates.
Okay,
so I think some of them.
I think of a friend as somebody who's like a confidant.
Right.
It's somebody that you are able to share aspects of your life with. You're able to confide in this individual, but it's also somebody who knows you and knows what's going on. An associate doesn't have that. It's access. An associate doesn't have that level of access that a friend would have. So like a friend has a personal access, like they are.
I know what's going on in your life.
But there's an associate who I have to be able to say like, here's a wall, here's a barrier. Like outside of this point, you don't get access to these inner parts or these
goodies.
My goodies. My goodies.
That's one way I look at it.
Not my goodies.
But they don't have the same level of access. So like you talking about a friend from years ago, they don't know anything that's current.
But if they walked in this room and we started talking, they could know whatever.
But that's because y'all have chemistry. Like
Right.
y'all have a relationship. An associate is not negative. It's not.
I wouldn't
close.
tell an associate these things.
Yes, I'm not telling an associate my business, but I would argue that y'all are my friends. Y'all
Right.
know what's going on in my life. I know what's going on in y'all lives. Even bigger, as I go into this new season, Olivia can call y'all.
Yeah.
If I'm acting crazy or if something's wrong with me. Associates,
we
Olivia
gonna
wouldn't
tell
call.
her what it is.
Olivia wouldn't call no associate. I also trust y'all to check me.
Right.
That's friendship. I ain't letting no associate check me.
So
I don't know you like that.
That's a good point because that comes with accountability.
Right. I don't know
So
you
if
like that.
if you are not, if somebody's not within your circle for X number of years, how can they hold you accountable?
I'm saying y'all can we're either best friends or we're not friends or not.
You're trying
friends
to
at
make
all.
it black and white.
What do you mean? Y'all try to make it black and white. I'm saying it's nuance. Just because I haven't talked to you in 3 years doesn't mean we're not friends.
We're not saying that you're not friends. I'm
You
just
are
saying
saying
if
that.
if I ain't talked to you in 3 years, I'm saying if I ain't talked to you in 3 years, 9 times out of 10, you don't know what's going on in my life. You're an associate. I can run into you. We can have a whole conversation, and it could be about surface level things. Hey, bro, yeah, got married, da 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 da. But that don't mean,
But maybe it's a matter of language because I do think that people can come in and out of your life for seasons. So at one season, maybe y'all had a friendship. During this current season, maybe it's not a friendship that y'all have, but if that person comes back in your life, then y'all reestablish y'all's friendship.
right. So I think a big part of what we bringing it back to what we were talking about earlier is I think a big part of this conversation is there are seasons when people are friends, and then there are seasons where they kind of become associates. Like you see each other, you check in, but it's not a consistent thing.
And I'm saying you're wrong. Bro, okay. With Casey. When I had Casey, she was premature, right? Kiana made a post on Facebook. I didn't say anything. My friend from high school who I hadn't talked to in maybe 6 years called me because I have the same number. We talked for 2 hours just because he went
Have
through
y'all talked since?
Yes. We were supposed to go to a Mavs game. I couldn't make it, so I just let him and his wife go. But we talked about the baby. He's like, I'm here for you. I know, as a dad, we don't really have space to talk. So if you ever need to talk about
That's
something,
real.
Yeah, that's my friend. But I didn't talk to him for 5 years.
So it could be that this is now a season where y'all can still be friends, and I think that's good. I think that's good for you. I'm gonna just keep it a
We've
bug.
always been friends.
Some of y'all-
But that goes to what I was saying as far as access. So it depends on what determining factor you're qualifying a friend or not. But to my original point, that is somebody who had access to you then and still has access to you now. So that falls within that criteria of a friend. But if an associate wouldn't have that access,
they would.
so time isn't necessarily the determinant.
Yeah, there's no.
For what I'm saying, it's more so access.
Okay.
I'm just telling
Dante's
y'all
saying
now.
time.
Some of y'all were friends at one point. Y'all associates now, and because I evaluate depending on where I'm
But
at.
I'm saying, Dante, if you have a friend and for whatever reason life
friends
happens.
I'm gonna be honest. My friends have not changed.
But life happens. Sometimes you're friends with people and you build this strong bond because of the situation you're in. Now we're no longer in that situation. Now you're saying
Probably an
because
associate.
that's crazy to me.
Because I look at it as for me personally, I look at it as how often do we communicate? Do you know what's going on in my life? Do you not know what's going on in my life? That's kind of how I see it. So for me, it comes down to, at one point I was going above and beyond because I was everybody was a friend to me. Now some people are associates. I ain't gonna be able to make that. Okay. I can't come to that.
Okay. I see it's just a difference of opinion.
Yeah,
Because
it's
we're still friends. I just don't have capacity to be. I'm a grown up now, so I don't
Maturity.
I don't have capacity to do everything, and I'm understanding that other people, my other friends, that we have life going on. It's it would be impossible to interact in that same way.
I agree with that. I'm just
No, you don't.
I'm just calling no. I agree with that. I'm not saying that because you've been become an associate to me that you don't have any access to me. I'm just saying I'm not calling you.
Yeah.
If life hitting me hard, Olivia's not calling you if she needs somebody to check me.
Yeah.
She gonna call my select group of people,
Your close friends.
which is about 11 people.
That's the reason. That's a lot. Actually.
That's a lot
of close friends.
You got a big inner circle.
I have friends.
No,
like,
it's about.
I'm saying I even have friends that were not invited to my wedding, but I still consider them a friend. It's about capacity.
Let me keep my mouth closed to mine this weekend. If you ain't get invited, you just know where you stand there.
They might not consider. They might be hurt.
Next topic. So I was on Instagram. And I was on Instagram. I was on Instagram and I saw a video posted by at Little Brown Charm School on IG. It's a beautiful young lady, and she tells this captivating story of how she's raising her son to be this amazing man.
You were captivated.
I was captivated. So on the video, it's a video of her son. She makes her son take her on a date. She gives him all the money and she walks him through the steps of how a gentleman would go about treating a woman on a nice date.
Right.
So the caption of the video says, I gave my son $150 and taught him how to plan and execute a date. I made him make a proper reservation at a restaurant. I told him to let me order first and then decide on his food, keeping the tip for the waitress in mind. Basically, once I order, you guess what's left of the $150.
Yeah.
She said, I made sure he opened every door and taught him how to give a compliment outside of looks, right? Okay. Not just you look good, but also why.
You smell good.
That's a look.
You're so
look. What's a compliment outside of looks?
You're smart.
Oh wow, yeah. You're smart. You're intelligent.
No wonder this captivated you.
You're really motivated.
Wow, you're super ambitious.
Ambitious.
Yeah.
Determined.
#no Kevin Samuels. And then lastly, she said, when we were about to leave the restaurant, the waitress came over to thank me and praise him. So, of course, when you post something like this on social media, you get all kind of responses. The video was reposted to, of course, our favorite place, the Shade Room.
Oh my gosh.
Sit under the tree. And it was met by different...
People be camped out.
They be camped out waiting to be negative. And so I ain't gonna lie. When I looked at this video, I'm like, some stuff when people post, I'd be like, how could you take something negative from this? Oh, but they did.
Right.
And so let me just read y'all some of my favorite comments on this post. Beautiful Chulo. He's a male. He said, respect. But he gonna grow up to get his heart stumped on if she don't teach him the difference between a bird and a boss. Jay Hype, who's also a male, he said, I'd argue that a man should be doing this, but oh well. Speaking of a father figure.
I don't know about that.
Okay, here's one. Donnie Giovanni, who's also a male, said, I respect it, but this is a father's job. Drew comments.
Isn't the thing because he doesn't have a father in his life?
Clearly, I'm like, fellas, read between the lines. Drew comments said, y'all saying a man should be doing, but a lot of men don't know how a woman should be treated on a date. iDialogue, who's also a man, said this mother is teaching her son to be a gentleman that no girl damn near his age group will respect. Teaching chivalry is cool, but many women around his age don't appreciate chivalry until they hit their 30s. This would be considered thirsty, or he will be used. Dang. So if he's not getting context, he will turn into a savage in his adult years. And then this is gonna be my last one. I want to read this from Melanin_Rich _, who's a female. She said, for everybody saying a woman. I know how y'all hate that term. I'm sorry. Please don't count something. Please.
Male.
Please. Woman.
Female.
If that's how you identify.
She's a female.
She said, for everybody saying, quote unquote, let the father do it, why is it okay for our fathers to take our daughters on a date to show them how a man's supposed to treat them, but not okay for a mother to let her son take her on a date to know how to treat a woman? I'm confused. So I want to ask y'all, question number 1, can a woman teach her son how to be a gentleman and how to treat a woman? Yes or no?
She can teach him from a woman's point of view, I guess.
Okay.
Which I tend to agree with one of the later comments that
The guys who
Yeah.
said you can't teach a man.
no, she can teach him, but women. let me, Kevin.
Don't channel the spirit. Do not channel the spirit. Do not channel the spirit.
He's gonna grow up thinking that all women are like his mother, because she's not gonna tell him the other side.
She's not gonna give him context.
She's not gonna. He's
that
not
you
gonna
can
see
be
the flip
used.
side of the thing. Yeah,
Right.
he's gonna think that every woman's like his mother. Every woman's an angel, and I mean,
Every woman deserves to be treated
that's how.
like this.
I
Are you
grew-
saying they don't? Are you saying they don't?
If they do, they do.
Are you saying they don't?
No, but honestly, my mom, we had a lot of the same conversations, and I grew up thinking that. I thought everyone was an angel. I didn't even think that women
Until
cheated.
life taught you
Until life
otherwise.
taught you otherwise. She's a savage. Classy,
I'm
bougie,
gonna tell y'all the
ratchet.
story. I've never been cheated on that I know of, but
Your ex listening to this podcast,
and I hope
like,
I never know. I hope I never
Ignorance
know.
is bliss.
In college, this girl asked me for something. I think she asked me for like, I need $50 for gas or something.
and you did it?
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Did you ask for anything in return?
No, I should have in hindsight.
Hindsight 2020, my boy.
My mom didn't tell me that part.
Can I have a little bit of something else?
What do I get?
What's in it for me?
What was that movie where with this Set It Off? Never mind. That's too much. But yeah, so I was like, I was extremely trusting of
Right.
women in general. I'm
Right.
like, they're all angels. They're all. Never saw her again, bro. Dropped out of college.
She got that mug and said, "Thank you."
Yeah, never saw her again. But then that's when it first started registering me like, like
Some women are users.
some scandalous, like
Yeah.
being used.
Scandalous.
Yeah. Which I said is my trigger, being taken advantage of.
Calm down, King. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you.
But I didn't turn to a savage.
Right.
At the same time.
So JJ, I want to know from your opinion. Do you feel that she's doing her son a disservice, or is she helping him with his relationship?
No, I think she's helping him. I think
Right.
that she is doing a great job of raising him, especially with those values in
Right.
mind. I think she can only her input is limited because she is from a woman. It is from a woman's perspective, but she's doing the best with what she can.
Exactly.
Way better than like not teaching him any of these morals or these values or anything like that. Context is important. Having all of the perspective is important, but she is trying to instill that in him.
Right.
I think life naturally is going to teach you, different lessons and experiences.
Right.
But she's teaching him a standard to have.
Yes.
Right.
So even to the comment of somebody saying like girls his age are not going to respect that. That's fine. He don't want to be with them girls.
Right.
Ultimately, she's grooming him for
Right.
to have a high standard, to have a standard that he's not getting taken advantage of. Or that he's not settling.
And
Right.
and let's keep it a buck. He probably will be taken advantage of at some point.
Of course.
I mean,
Like
that's
life.
That's life.
that's
yeah.
life. But I think she's doing something good.
I think
And-
she could have took it a step further though.
what?
Instead of just giving him the 150, had him earn it.
Okay, JJ. Oh, now
That's why I need the debt.
That's why you need a father. So I do think that this is good. I think this was good, and the main reason I think this was good
Did
is
you
because
get her opinion?
I'm about to tell you, fool. Calm down. Thank you. No, but I think it's good simply
have to
because. Are y'all done? Are y'all done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Because you want to know what's the trigger for me? No, so I think it's good because I think oftentimes a man can only give his opinion of what he thinks a woman wants. And her actually saying, as a woman, this is how a woman would like to be treated. I think it is helpful to. I think it's helpful to him. However,
Yeah, come with it.
however, follow-up question.
Oh,
With girls, we spend so much time on daddy-daughter dates, teaching them how they should be treated. But I have a question. Who is teaching the girls how men should be treated? Because I believe theory.
talk to him, Dante. Talk to him.
Yep.
Now we potted.
I hear you, Kevin. I hear you. Moving in this room. The spirit of Kevin. I would argue that a lot of men, even the worst ones, know how the baseline to treat a woman.
They
you
choose
open
not
the
to
door,
if they want to.
You know to open the door. You know to let her open up the door for her, let her out. You know like the baseline for this, right? I think even the
I don't know.
I would push back.
Okay, can I get my theory out,
Yeah,
please?
go ahead.
Okay,
Dante's theory.
thank you. I would argue that even most men know the baseline, whether you learn it at home or you see it in movies, whatever. But I don't think that. I think we spend a lot of time teaching girls how they should be treated, which I don't necessarily see anything wrong with that. However, I just want to know who is teaching these same young girls how men want to be treated. Because what I think is theory is going to happen is you're going to have a lot of young girls who grow up to be women who have an expectation of how they should be treated, and then men on the other side feeling as if their needs are not being met. He's meeting your needs, but his needs ain't being met. Where do we meet in the middle?
Reciprocity?
That's all I'm saying. So I really want to know. I really had this question because I'm like, okay, she's teaching her son how a woman should be treated. Most girls get taught how they should be treated. But I just feel like there's a missing piece to this puzzle. Who is teaching young girls how men should be treated? Or who is teaching young men how they should be treated? What should they stand for? What should they not stand for?
Like if the mom, how would she show him how he should be treated?
I think it's the
So like cooking for it, like caretaking type thing.
Outside of motherhood, because let me be very clear.
that's
some of
gets
y'all
weird.
make y'all
It
some of
gets
y'all
strange.
some of y'all make y'all sons y'all man.
Yeah.
And then those men end up growing up and expecting women to basically be their mama. I'm not talking about
And
that.
I think that's the thing that happens.
I'm talking about in dating relationships.
I know a lot of men that have trouble finding women because they don't match the women that
The energy of their mamas.
not even their mamas, their aunts, like people that have taken care of them.
Because y'all be babying little Kenny.
Because they be on
And
that.
he be coming out here being a problem
They
for these
be on.
women.
They be on that Beyonce cater to you. Like
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like that's part of the issue is the reason why we are having this conversation in the first place of the woman, the mother taking her son out, is because she has to do that,
Right.
Like, because the man is not present,
Right.
And there's a lot of times where men are not present. So if there's no man present, who's going to show that young woman how a man should be treated from that perspective? All you get is the woman's perspective.
But we see these young girls being going viral with their dads teaching them how they should be treated. I'm saying in context, are we also teaching these girls, hey, this is how you should also treat a young man.
I got you.
Ask him about his day.
I got you.
Listen to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just think you embolden young women to grow up and expect a lot and not necessarily have to give a lot.
you said, I think different. So let me go ahead and think differently.
This is cool.
This is cool.
Kevin, I feel you in the room.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Especially Southern. We're all Southern people, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Southern charm.
Southern women treating men a certain way is the cater to you thing, right?
You're
Men-
saying Southern women treating men.
Like in my household, this
This is not going well.
in my household, the woman.
Let me tell you what a woman should do.
got two plates.
No, my family, like back in Mississippi in Jackson, the women do everything in the
They
house.
serve.
They serve, which is not necessarily the norm anymore. Which is, I'm not saying it's good or bad. And at the same time,
And y'all went, cause be careful, because remember, with them lyrics from Cater to You.
Hey,
them girls start trying to cancel Destiny Child because they said, "Let me cater to you, baby. This is your day."
And I loved it. I love when I go back home because it's nice, but I don't necessarily take it consideration how the women feel. And I think they're okay because it's more gender roles, right?
Yeah.
And as the world's advancing, women are becoming more independent. They're getting better jobs.
Right.
The key is not to treat people based on their gender. You should treat. You should teach your children how to treat people as a baseline.
Right. That's good.
So you don't necessarily have to open the door and all this stuff. If you treat a person right,
how you would want to be treated.
You'll treat anybody right.
That's good, Coop. I think that's a great way to say that.
Yeah, Coop's onto something. I mean, I think just treating people with training them and teaching them principles and values, right? Like, so it's not necessarily about the action, it's about treating somebody with respect.
Right.
It's about having integrity. Right. I think those are the things that you try to instill in a child so that like those principles, they'll carry forward into adulthood and they'll carry forward into relationships. Because it's not only the relationship with the romantic partner, it's also the relationship with their friends.
Yes.
And their coworkers and whoever it is. But
so
if they
that's
have
the
those,
context that y'all are saying.
If they have those principles, if they have those virtues, then like they're golden.
And I can even say, I've personally done this, and I had to grow out of it. Like Kiana had to teach me out. Because I consider myself a good guy. I had almost like a savior complex thing, like with women. Like, I'm the best thing for you. Like, I know what you should be doing type thing, which is kind of toxic. It goes into like a toxic realm. Like, no, you shouldn't be.
I know what's best for you.
Yes. Like, I'm trying to save you type thing.
Right.
Which necessarily.
And you know what they said.
What?
Don't save her.
Oh,
she don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. No, but I think that's the missing context.
Yeah.
Like, I would open the door. I open the door for my coworkers all the time.
Yeah.
Men and female. I'd be like, hey, bro, you got it.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. I think that's good.
I did that over the not this past weekend, the weekend before. Me and Geraldine went out to brunch. Opened the door and these two ladies were walking out. I was like, oh my God. Like, girl, like he opened the door for you. Girl, he was trying to give me all this praise and props and everything just for opening the door.
But would you do the same thing for a guy?
Yeah.
You know how you open the door and you be like, hey, bro, you got it.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, you got it.
I'm so nice with it. I'll wait after like 3 steps. How many steps do you just close the door behind you?
What you mean?
Like when you're in that awkward space where they're not close enough to just open the door.
No, I stand there looking stupid, and then I say something like this. Oh, no, you don't have to rush. Yeah, no, you don't have to rush. It's cool. No, take your time. Yeah, no, I'm not in a rush. I'm already late for work. No. By all means.
Yeah.
You got a 3-step rule?
No, I don't have a rule. I was like,
but I also feel disrespected if you taking your time, and I'm like, you see me.
Over here doing cartwheels.
Like, you see me opening the door, and you like.
I don't ever trip about that. Like, if I open the door and somebody don't say thank you or they don't rush,
maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the drama. Maybe this is why I got friends and associates.
Yeah, so think we good on that?
Yeah.
I'm asking.
This man looked at me.
Anything else? Anything else?
That's all I want to say. The spirit of Kevin has left me.
I just want to make sure because I need to talk to y'all about something.
What you got?
So, when so I was talking to my father-in-law, right?
Yeah, father-in-law, your wife's dad.
Yes.
For context.
Then he came to me.
Oh, goodness.
Hold on. What'd he say? You ain't treating my daughter right?
No, he came to me. He was like, let me talk to you. He said, let me ask you a hypothetical question.
Oh, I hate hypothetical questions.
I love them.
Hypothetical. I'm doing quotes for everybody that's not on YouTube. And he said this. So he said, let's say I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
Right? New girlfriend.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. Not this isn't real.
Fake, of course.
Metaverse.
Yeah. Put your goggles on.
This isn't real. And new girlfriend. And I want to see, but I'm not sure if she's stepping out on me. That's a new relationship.
You don't know if she's loyal or not.
Right. So he gets a friend. So she has a girls' night out, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has a friend.
One of his homeboys she
doesn't know. Go to the girls' night out and try to get her phone number. Right?
Wait. This is some kind of test.
Wait. He gets the number.
Wait, she gives him the number?
Yeah, gives him the number, right? They're texting back and forth, and they end up setting up a day to hang out.
Hello? Hold on. Hey, this is just the streets calling. Throw her back.
So the question is, that's as far as it went. That's as far as the story went.
They just met up.
Yeah. They didn't met up. They planned to meet up. The question is, did she cheat on him?
Or did she not?
Did she cheat on him?
Yes.
JJ?
No.
Wait. Yes.
Okay. So you say yes. At what point did it become cheating?
It became cheating when she gave the number. Now, let me be very clear. You said girlfriend, as in they are exclusive, as in we've had the conversation. You are mine, I am yours, we are we.
But they're not married, right?
But they're still together.
Okay.
If both parties know this, you should not be entertaining anyone of the opposite sex. What are you giving someone of the opposite sex your number for? And then you continuing to have a conversation with them outside of y'all already knew each other and y'all were like friends and y'all were catching up. There's no other reason why you should have his number.
So it's light cheating.
It is cheating.
Like light though.
No, it ain't like it ain't no Richter scale. Cheating is cheating. You're a cheater.
Okay, JJ, you still feel the same way?
Yeah, I still feel the same way.
Wait,
Okay.
why is it not cheating, JJ?
What is the action that was cheating? Like I will agree with you and say that she entertained, but is entertaining cheating?
No, so
It's kind of nuanced.
okay, so this is the thing. If they would have flirted out and about, let me just tell Olivia, don't try this. But if they were just like out and about and they were just having a conversation and they did not go past that, I would say, you know what, that wasn't cheating. They were just out.
What if they follow each other on IG? That's cheating now? Or is the number the cheating part?
That's what I'm saying. So that's
My thing is,
that's
what
I'm
are you
saying.
trying to keep in contact with them for?
But I'm saying like you're going for intent, but you don't necessarily.
I'm saying intent.
Yeah,
I
but you
like
don't
them.
really-
They're cool. Good people.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree with that action being taking place, but I don't say that that's cheating. Like they're entertaining.
So
she's
what is it
entertaining
then,
them.
JJ?
She's entertaining them. It could lead to cheating, but she hasn't
hasn't cheated.
She hasn't cheated yet. Okay, so what do y'all define as cheating?
Hunching.
So everything. So y'all don't believe in emotional cheating.
No, I do.
Okay, so what do y'all? So
That's
when
not what you said though.
all I'm saying is where who draws the line? Because I would say that intent is more. Of course, the action is like the nail in the coffin, but I think the intent plays 50% of that.
How do you
If
determine
That's what I'm
How do
saying.
you
It's
determine
light
intent?
cheating. It's just a little bit of cheating.
a little razzle dazzle, because this is the thing. If I know I'm in a relationship, I'm not going to be meeting somebody out and about, getting their contact information, and still trying to keep in contact with that person.
Really?
Y'all moving
You
real.
never done that before.
Y'all
Not
moving
you.
real
You never met a girl out while you were in a relationship and they
No.
exchange contact information.
No.
IG nothing.
outside of
You've never done that.
outside of
You haven't made no female friends while
no,
you've been
no,
in.
no. There's a difference. No. There
What's
is
the
a
difference? I'm
there's
saying
a
you met
difference.
somebody that she thought was cool. They exchanged numbers and they said they're gonna hang out.
I think it comes down to intent.
Your
Why are you-
imagination is going wild right now.
Well, it's running, and I see y'all running naked.
Dante,
and y'all
are
hunching
you feeling a
necks.
little insecure right now?
I'm not insecure. All I'm saying is, if I would be, so you wouldn't feel no type of way if Key was out and about and
It
a
went
man.
from hypothetical.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Keep my wife name out your mouth.
Please don't slap me. I'm just saying, if y'all want to talk, let's talk. You wouldn't feel no way
That's
about
what's
Key,
wrong with hypotheticals.
about Key
They can
being
never stay
out.
hypothetical.
Okay, so you know what?
No, do it.
No,
do it.
okay, no, okay.
asking the question.
Okay. You wouldn't feel no way about Key going out, getting a guy's number, and not telling you about it, but she's still talking to this person?
Oh, I didn't say it. I didn't. Now you're adding stuff. I didn't say it.
No. You said, okay, so
So she has to tell. You just asked me, does she have to tell me that she got a guy's number?
you're right, but I'm finna look at you
Oh,
crazy.
wait, is that my girlfriend or is that my wife?
Let's say it's your girlfriend.
No, she doesn't have to tell me. She doesn't owe me that.
But y'all
We're not married.
Y'all moving real. Okay, so your thing is, as long as we're not married, you can do whatever you want to do.
Bruh.
So if you're not married, you're single.
In my eyes.
Okay, so from a principle perspective, then that's where you stand. I can see that if you're going to keep that same energy across the board.
Right.
I'm saying that if I'm in a relationship with you, whether we married or
you act like you're married before you married.
I believe that we are dating with the intention. We are dating with a purpose. So if I'm saying, hey, we are in this together, I'm exclusively dating you, you are exclusively dating me, we should not be entertaining the opposite sex outside of us meeting them as a group. Or this is the thing, if you were out and this is somebody you knew and you went to school with them and you said, hey bro, let me get your contact number. I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all knew each other. You know what I'm saying?
But you cool with that.
Yeah, because y'all already had a relationship prior to me. But if we are dating and you now say, oh, I met this guy out and I gave him my number and now y'all texting going back and forth, that I have a problem with that. But that could just be me.
No, that's not unreasonable.
Okay, I was gonna say
not
that could just be me.
Second question. I guess third question. Was he wrong for doing that in the first place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grow up.
That was unethical.
I think you are. I don't necessarily think it was unethical, but like, I mean, are you prepared for what you're gonna get? Like, I don't think. First of all, I think we're too old for you to be testing people.
But about my father-in-law.
No, not your father-in-law, not your father-in-law, because I think I know you saw this on YouTube.
Yeah, it ended up being a YouTube.
So
he was watching YouTube.
No,
it wasn't a real life.
It's like a trend. It's a trend on YouTube.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of. Let me just be very clear with y'all. YouTube. I consume more YouTube than I watch TV. And you have a lot of people, and this is how they test their significant. They test their significant other.
Yeah.
I don't believe in testing your significant other though.
I think testing relationship are a bad thing.
I don't. I think. That's a valid question. Let me shut up. I don't know. I mean, different strokes for different folks. The way we stroke it,
have you ever tested Livy? Not to that extent, but you've never asked her a question to see how she's going to answer it, or done something to see how she'll respond.
I'm sure I have. I can't think of any. I can't think of that right now.
I'm sure you can't. I'm sure.
I have not liked your energy this entire episode.
I'm just here to pod, man. It's year 2. I'm just here to pod.
I have not liked your energy this whole episode.
I don't think that. I think that you should have trust in a relationship. So if you feel like you have to test the other person, there's like an insecurity there. I think it's hard to have a relationship if you don't trust that person.
Okay.
Especially if they haven't given you a reason. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's just probably a relationship that you shouldn't. If you got to question it like that, that's probably a relationship you let go.
Right.
So you haven't done that either. You never tested at all. Ask questions and see your answer response. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it insecure? Was it an insecure thing?
No. So it's not. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Not me. I was just a Monday and I was just testing. It was test day.
Nah. I'm saying like it wasn't from a place of like I'm testing you to see where your loyalty lies or your trust.
But you can test other things.
It was a test to see how you respond to a situation because I'm big on like how do you respond in scenarios.
Like you heard the scenario and you like I wonder how she would. What would you see wrong with this? I've done that for sure.
Yeah, I did that too.
So because this is the thing. Let me just be very, very clear with you. It would be hard for me.
What you mean?
If you cheat
on me, that's a deal breaker for you.
So you know what's so bad?
You better figure that out. You take these vows.
No, so you know what's so bad about that? Me and Olivia was sitting watching TV, and somebody had, I don't even remember what we were watching, but basically they had cheated and they ended up staying with their significant other. And so Olivia was like, "What would you do?" And I said, "Oh baby, I'm gone.
You're out.
I'm out.
No matter what.
You know what? Let me take that back.
How much you love
You know what sounds bad?
About to go home and check the followers.
Y'all know what? You know what sounds bad?
What's that?
I really think it comes down to who knows.
That's the thing.
I think the male ego is. I think the male ego is fragile.
Don't embarrass me now.
Thank you. If nobody knows,
you cool with it. If nobody knows,
No. I never said I was.
I ain't Will Smith.
Yeah. I'm gonna slap you because you ain't about to embarrass me, and then I'm slapping people for you. Cause no, keep her name in your mouth. She's a cheater. No, but I'll say that for me, I think the male ego is fragile. I ain't gonna lie. It would depend on who knew, because I just don't like the fact that we show up to the group out and everybody looking at her.
There he go right there.
Look at his little sip. Look. You know she cheated on him.
He over here
That would
getting
just
her,
be.
he over here making her plate.
That would just be very difficult for me.
That doesn't matter for me.
Either way, you're out.
Yeah, it don't matter.
That's a deal
Really?
breaker.
Yeah, it don't matter. It doesn't.
Well,
Situation,
King,
nothing.
you about to get married. They say for better or for worse, for cheating or for not.
I'm talking about like it
But
does,
you slid that into your vows, your custom vows.
what I'm saying doesn't matter is it doesn't matter if people know versus I know.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
going to change how I feel about the cheating.
Okay.
Well, I think
I see.
I can see that.
Where Dante's coming from is, I mean, I've told Key, I was like, it's not necessarily a deal breaker for me. Don't do it.
Right.
keep texting somebody right.
Don't test me. But it's not necessarily a deal breaker for me. It's just how flagrant it is, and you know,
If it got upgraded from a 1 to a 2.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
What y'all do?
2, if it's a 2, I'm out.
What y'all do? What did y'all do?
Out. No, but it's just because I made this commitment to life, and I married who I married. So certain whatever comes with it comes with it. You
Talk
know?
that talk, King.
Nah, that's good, because
You know.
I'm gonna be honest. After planning this first one, I ain't trying to have another one of these.
I ain't doing it again,
Baby,
bro.
please be faithful.
Yeah.
Or
If
you have fun, I have fun. We all have fun. I'm joking. I don't believe in that. Guys, we've come to the end of the episode.
Okay.
You already know how we end it. We like to end with a little bit of wisdom to get you through the week.
A little sound bite.
And so it is time for the sound bite of the week. I'm actually going to let Coop take this.
So the sound bite of the week comes from my book, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more next week. But the sound bite of the week is success leaves clues.
But what that mean? Blues Clues. He said that and then dropped the mic. What that mean?
It means that
You don't need no.
and we're going to no, I'm going to tell you. I'm trying not to talk about the
Okay, because we talking about it next week. I got you.
It means that whenever you are trying to accomplish something, you need to find somebody that has been who has been or
Right.
is at where you're trying to go and mimic how they got there.
Okay, I get that.
So success leaves clues. Anything you want to be successful at, find somebody successful, follow
Pay
their
attention
path.
to the clues.
That's
exactly.
good. That's good. So I said that we were going to talk about this next week's Oop, I lied, was testing y'all. Ain't going to be no episode next week.
Right.
So guys, you already know this is a busy season for us.
sir.
We are both Coop, both JJ, both Justin, our producer, are in my wedding, which is taking place this upcoming weekend. It is going to be
Yeah.
a celebration.
One time for the one
It is
time.
going to be a celebration of a lifetime, and it is going to be a busy weekend for us.
Yes,
if
sir.
you've ever been in a wedding, you know it start the day before, and it's gonna go
Oh, ours is 3 days.
3
You got
days before?
bachelor,
right.
rehearsal, wedding.
So it's gonna be a lot. This is gonna be a busy week for us, and so unfortunately, not unfortunately, y'all know what? We deserve a break.
Yeah, give us
we
a
about
break.
to go enjoy this time of
sir.
brotherhood. Me uniting under God with my wife, and
Making vows.
for life,
Making vows for better or for worse.
making vows for better or for worse. And so we are going to take off a week, so you will not be getting an episode next Wednesday. That is the Wednesday of, there will not be an episode dropping on May 25th, but we will be back the following Wednesday, bigger and better with the content that you love.
Sure.
So guys, hey man, catch up with me. I'm gonna be trying to put stuff on social media. I'm lying. I don't like social media like that. But
You got a love-hate relationship.
I got a love-hate relationship, but I'm probably gonna post something from the wedding.
Yeah.
So if you want to see that content, follow me on social media at Dante Speaks Life. That's DONTAE Speaks Life.
And you can follow your boy JJ at _Jeremy J.
And you can find me on all socials at thisiscoop_.
Hey guys, don't forget, if you have not joined us on IG, if you are not a part of our friend, what are you doing? Please go and follow us
And share.
and share.
Let's bring back the question of the week, man.
Let's bring back the question of the week.
The people want it, man.
Hey, could you stay with somebody who cheats? That is the question that we're going to pose, and we cannot wait to hear what you have to say. That will be posted on our IG account at The Soundboard Podcast. Go and follow us and answer that question.
We out.
Peace.